Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for watching at home. You may or may not know that since it's a television show, I wear makeup, and usually it's just under my face, and it makes me look a little more tan, and people comment that my hands are a different color. But tonight, I'm wearing hand makeup. But hey, we have a great show for you guys tonight. We have Tom Whitlock, Oscar-winning songwriter who wrote Take My Breath Away from Top Gun. He's here. We also have the music of Sabrina Lynn Deets. Not only that, we have a great title sponsor named Haven Home Health and Therapy. Check out this commercial.
Here at Haven Home Health and Therapy, we'll get you back to doing what you love to do. We'll even get you back to
So Harold and I have enjoyed for over 50 years, but after his back surgery and my knee surgery, we just couldn't the way we used to. And we love to don't we, Harold?
I love.
So we called Haven Home Health and Therapy, and they helped us get back to like crazy.
Haven Home Health and Therapy, getting you back to
Racy. All right, we do have a great show, and I've introduced a lot of good people, but over here is my sidekick, Dave Smith. How are you today, Dave?
I'm good. I'm alive. It's really cold outside, but
That's it? That sums you up?
That's about it, yeah.
It's good, I'm alive, it's cold outside. That's Dave. Let's move on to things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
These things I've noticed. These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you caught me adjusting my seat. I got a new seat this season, which sits a little lower, so I sit on a pillow and a phone book. And phone books aren't what they used to be. All right, things I've noticed. I've noticed that if I were a girl and I wanted to be sexier, I would eat a Hardee's burger as grossly as possible and see if anyone is watching. I've noticed that setting your clock ahead a few minutes doesn't necessarily make you early. It just makes you better at subtraction. I've noticed that good things come to those who wait because you can't email pizza. I've noticed that there's a time and place for everything, but mostly it's around 12:30 at the Orange Julius. I've noticed that this year, I'm pretty sure everybody used the entirety of their extra hour to complain about daylight saving time. And finally, I've noticed that the new iPhone autocorrect is a lot like my mom. It thinks it knows what's best for me. That's things I've noticed.
These things I've noticed, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, just recently, a few weeks ago, it was Halloween. And Springfield puts on a great Halloween pub crawl where people get a little extra crazy. So we took a camera there to go interview people. Have a look. We're at the Halloween Pub Crawl 2014, and we decided to take the Mystery Hour set with us. Let's do it. Have you ever seen the Mystery Hour late night talk show?
Sounds damn familiar.
The Mystery Hour, it's a late night talk show.
Mystery.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
What do you love most about the Mystery Hour?
I just love seeing everybody and dress up in their costumes, and it's fun.
You don't know what the Mystery Hour is. Have you seen the Mystery Hour before?
I actually have.
You have?
Yeah.
No way, no one has.
We don't have cable.
Springfield's my hometown. I just wanted to come down here and share a good experience with my local society.
Thing is,
Just a second. I think a deer is going to shoot me. Ah! A deer was going to shoot me, but William Wallace got the bullet.
I think the greatest problems with our society is that we do not come together as like just a universal society.
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Irony. It's irony. What are you dressed up as?
A loofah.
You're probably going to be on TV because you're my favorite costume.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's not how we shake hands. So my favorite are the people dressed up as creepy people that you can tell underneath are actually creepy people.
And we've got our economic debt going down. We need to do something. We need to create more jobs.
What's up, Mama? It's a sexy off. You're just eating your tie. That's all you're doing. That's not sexy. No, I'm me. I'm just me. No, not Jay Leno. I'm me. No, I'm me.
Jeff Leno.
No, I'm just me. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one here dressed up as myself. All right, we found him. It's Gross Superman.
gross Superman. What the f?
We just want some money. You got money? You got some money?
I don't have any money. You have money? Look at me. This is made out of boxes. I don't have money. I won. What are you dressed up as? Have you had a good night tonight?
I love hot dogs, and that's Mystery Hour. Peace.
That's all you need to say. That's it. We'll be right back with Tom Whitlock. Stay where you are. It's crooked. Tonight's venue sponsorship provided by BYO Pizza. We are back. Thank you guys. Your enthusiasm is great. We have a great guest tonight, but even better than that, we have a great guest sponsor. MissouriTrafficTickets.com. Our guest tonight indeed won an Oscar for his song Take My Breath Away from the movie Top Gun. Please give it up for Tom Whitlock. Tom!
What am I doing here?
Have a seat.
You know, it's a lame distance to bring a prop with you.
He just said to me, dude, what am I doing here? You're our first Oscar winner. That's what you're doing here.
Wow, thanks.
You even brought it.
He looks good on you.
Thank you. Yes, this is the closest I will get.
You never know.
Did you have aspirations of such things?
No, I just wanted to write some hit songs.
Yeah, which you did. So
Maybe.
Also, Danger Zone.
Yep.
What else? What are some of your other favorites?
co-wrote the theme for the Olympics in what would that have been, 88?
Yeah?
World Cup in 1990. Those were big in their respective worlds.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of songs and movies.
Yeah.
You don't really want me to go through the whole list.
But
I should pull out the.
But how does this happen? This guy who's from here, right?
Yeah.
And you move out to LA, and you don't just say, "Hey, movie, here's a song for you."
A friend of mine asked me to help him take some stuff out of a studio, and while we were there, the back door slammed, and this character came in the back door dropping some bombs in Italian, and it turned out that was Giorgio Moroder, the guy who had invented Donna Summer and had just won an Academy Award for Flashdance, What a Feeling, and had a big run, and his Ferrari brakes were weird coming down Colorado Canyon, so I asked my friend if he wanted me to fix them. Mm-hmm. So I went out and fixed his car, and about 3 days later, they hired me to hang at their studio and work 100 hours a week at $5 an hour. And 3 years later, I won an Academy Award.
I feel like you kind of yada 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 some things in there. You went from $5 an hour to how do you then become a writer?
$6 or $7 an hour.
Did someone did they choose you, or was someone unable to do it?
Well, as I learned how to run all the gear, we were working on Scarface, the Al Pacino movie, and Beverly Hills Cop 1, and tons of movies were coming through. And so I learned the gear, and when everybody went home at midnight or 1 or 2, I'd stay there and write a song.
Yeah.
And one of them, I got caught one morning mixing one, and they put it on a record that it went to number 8 in Germany.
Yeah.
And so that kind of opened the door a little.
They're like, hey, this kid can write.
And then Top Gun came in, and they had 318 songs that didn't work between the record company and the producers of the movie and everybody. And so Giorgio and I went back in another room and wrote Danger Zone.
Yeah.
And in those days, it was a big screen Sony,
Okay.
1983 or whenever that was, 85, and a cassette machine. And they kept putting cassettes in. Well, they put it up against the carrier scene, and Danger Zone stuck. And I guess it was 3 days later, we went back in another studio and wrote Take My Breath Away. And
but did you write it in the studio?
yeah, we wrote it in another studio in the complex. There were 3 rooms by then. I also slept on the floor to let the carpenters in to build the studios.
Yeah.
And so we wrote Take My Breath Away, and I guess it was the next weekend Tony Scott and Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis and the crew reconvened and shot the love scenes. So before that, it was a plane crash movie, little volleyball, little sweaty boys kind of.
Sweaty Boys Playing Volleyball, I think was the original name of it, right?
I think that, it was. It should have been, anyway.
It should have been.
And they might want to do that for the reissue. But,
what would the song have sounded? Could you write a title song for Sweaty Boys Playing Volleyball?
I can write almost anything. Now, whether it'll be good or not is a whole other
do you want to
issue.
try it right now?
Got an
Sweaty
instrument?
Boys Playing Volleyball.
Look, he's already taken my job.
Sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, that was good. They convened and shot the kind of blue gauzy curtains makeout scenes to take my breath away. And I think, as I told you, they do testing all throughout as they're cutting a movie. And early on, without the love scene, the movie was projected to make $80 million. And then as the song and the love scene were added, they projected $480 million. And in the real world, I think it was well over $1 billion.
Yeah.
And not that I got any of that. No. I got $8,000 a song up front, but then the royalties on the back end have been nice.
Yeah.
So I don't need to borrow any money.
Right. Well, clearly I don't have any.
But you have a wealth of talent.
Thank you. Because this is my actual den. Wow. I actually sleep here.
Oh, you don't move this home with you?
No, this is my home.
Wow.
This is it. I sleep right there. Yeah. But then you end up winning an Oscar. I mean, certainly you didn't see that coming. I mean, it's just these huge leaps from
I
what you've been
didn't
doing.
even think of that stuff, right?
Right.
I just like songs on the radio.
Yeah.
And strange enough, that year, Kathleen Turner was up, who's from Springfield, and Tess Harper, who went to school here, was nominated. And strange enough, I won.
Yeah.
So, but the party afterwards was the best. I mean, the show itself was like 7 hours, and
Right.
And so it's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, I didn't anticipate winning, I probably should have made a list of who to thank because I forgot some people. But,
Right.
Oops.
Now's your chance if you want to.
Nah, I've left all those people behind. Who needs them now? But the party afterwards was at the original Spago above Sunset.
Okay.
And I sat all night with Dennis Hopper.
Yeah?
And David Lynch and Isabella Rossellini and Michael Douglas. And anytime I had to take a break or go say hi to somebody, Dennis Hopper hid my Oscar because they made you bring him in. And so that was fun, playing hide and seek with the Oscar. And
That's nice being able to have that story of, hey, did I ever tell you about that time Dennis Hopper was hiding my Oscar?
Yeah. I know, it sounds a little dodgy, doesn't it?
Yeah. But you stuck around and wrote, had a pretty great career doing that, and then...
we did 9 hard years of film music, and then it became saturated.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody was doing that over MTV type of movie score.
Okay.
And then Giorgio made so much dough that he decided to sell the place.
Yeah.
And it just kind of ended.
Yeah.
So.
Do you write anymore?
I produce more than I write.
Oh, yeah?
So currently I'm doing a lot of vocals for Japanese artists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so you're staying in it. Do you feel like you need to creatively, or you just
what
like
else
to?
would I do? I can't do anything, you know.
You have no...
Making up songs or executing them is what I like to do.
Yeah, yeah. So do you flaunt your Oscar to people?
Well, is he not here tonight?
Right. Whoa. But everyone always says that it's heavy. Like when they get it, they're like,
yeah, oh yeah.
It's weighty.
On the show, you'll see him do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much more heavy than like my little soccer trophies.
Really?
When I was a kid.
Why didn't you bring one? We could have.
I know. Actually, we were going to bring a fake Oscar, and I was going to drop it. But the fake Oscar didn't materialize.
Oh.
So,
bummer.
But so you came back to Springfield. Do you you like being home?
Yes, but I'm not home very much.
Is that right?
So I do have a home here, but I have stuff elsewhere, and I'm just kind of on a plane a lot.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah. So seem to have to go elsewhere to record. I know this isn't very exciting.
No, but you being on a plane makes sense for that movie.
Whoa! Who would have thought of that?
It all comes back around.
Yeah.
Will you come back on? We're out of time. Will you come back on and talk to us again?
For $1.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's what we can afford. There he is, Tom Whitlock. We'll be back with Sabrina Lynn Deets. Tonight's musical guest brought to you by The Coffee Ethic. Hey, all right. Next up, we are back, and we have a great musician who's someday going to win an Oscar for Best Song in a Movie. Sure. Give it up for Sabrina Lynn Deets.
Thank you.
Love the way they taste and the juice on your lips, your sticky fingertips. Grace, you love the way they taste on your lips, my sticky fingertips. One time I ate an olive because I thought it was a grape, and by the time I had all of way the taste and the juice on my lips. Oh, your sticky fingertips. Grapes, you love the way they taste and the juice on your lips. My sticky fingertips. One time I fell in love, but then I woke up just to find out that the grapes had swollen, wine couldn't hold them, even as they rolled away. Well, that's about the time that I spoke up. All that I saw were seeds and grape decay. Yeah, yeah. Grapes, I love the way they taste and the juice on your lips. My sticky fingertips. Grapes, I love the way they taste and the juice on your lips. Oh yeah, your sticky fingertips. Oh.
Good job. That was great. I love grapes too. Hey, that's our show tonight. Just so you guys know, 10% of our box office proceeds go to a great organization called Young Life. We'll be back. There they are. We'll be back next week. See you guys.
Catering provided for the Mystery Hour by Big Whiskeys.
Good night. Sleep tight.